Hello, sailors! Welcome back to another episode of Adult Thing, a podcast about adulting and everything in between. By the way, I am your host, Ray Martis Copel, 2022 JCIdeas President, and JCI Western Visayas Regional Chair for JCIdeas. So for this episode, since it's Women's Month, it is just fitting that we will be interviewing one of the empowered women members of JCI Regatta. So today we are joined by Iana Frances Gatpatan. Hi, Iana.
Hi, Fred.
So how are you?
I'm doing fine. Kumakapit tayo, lumalaban tayo.
Yes, dapat lang laban. Oo. So abanse, babae, gid sa mga team because it's Women's Month.
Yes.
So I'm just really curious about your name because it's something that we don't hear usually, Iana Frances. So can you give me an idea or our audience and listeners an idea how nag-come up ang parents mo with that kind of name?
Oh, okay. So, Press, I was born in 1997. Makompute ang aton nga sailor.
So, age reveal.
Yes, age ko. But wala kita nahuya sa aton nga age, no? I was born in 1997. And in 1997, Princess Diana, I hope everybody knows her, died in 1997. And 14 days after her death, I was born. So, medyo spicy and very loud pa ang news about the death of Princess Diana. So, the complete name of Princess Diana is Iana Frances Spencer.
That's a trivia. O, di ba?
Yes,
May
Princess
trivia
Diana Frances Spencer. My dad actually told me nga, medyo abusar kung ubuson ginamon, copy-paste ang ngalan niya. So, we will leave the D to Princess Diana kaya she's known as Princess D.
Okay.
So, ang nabili na lang akon. That's why Iana Frances.
Oh, that's interesting, no?
Yeah.
So, speaking about Princess Diana, so what characteristic or trait ni Princess Diana that you like most about her?
Actually,
nga na-carry man sa imong life right now, no?
Yeah, actually, si Princess Diana, late ko na siya nakilala, gid. Because later ko naman na ask akong parents about my name. So, when I discovered who she was, it's quite interesting because some of her characteristics and aspirations in life are quite similar to mine.
Oh, nice.
Feeling reincarnation of Princess Diana. So, she was a humanitarian worker.
Oh.
And when I discovered her background, I was already in the humanitarian.
So that was really coincidence, kumbaga.
Yes, feeling ko coincidence siya by the universe. I was already with the Red Cross. Pero club member pa lang ako back in my high school days. So, after discovering who she was and how similar we were, it really felt nga may social obligation ako to follow her footsteps. That's why I've been with the organization for 14 years already.
So with Red Cross, no? So, speaking about your organization as a member of Red Cross, no? Paano ka nagsulod sa Red Cross? And ano ginang advocacy ni mo nga gusto i-push when joining that organization?
Actually, back in my high school days, Red Cross is a club.
Yeah, I remember. Remember, so di ba may mga raffle tickets ng Red Cross?
Yes. Aside from that, it's one of the multiple intelligences club in our school. I joined Red Cross because I like the color red. Ang very first reason why I joined Red Cross. But eventually, I fell in love with the purpose and ang mga pinaglalaban ng ating organization. What I really am advocating sa Red Cross is helping in a humanitarian way, no? Especially those who need us the most, especially during crisis. Calamities, natural or man-made calamities. We are ready to offer a hand to those who need us the most. So, hindi lang po dugo ang Red Cross, no? Or relief goods. We have a lot of services. We teach first aid. We render first aid. Also, especially during very big festivities here in Iloilo City. We also have disaster risk management,
emergency response.
We also hone the youth through the Red Cross Youth. So there are various ways on how to be a humanitarian worker in their
because the thinking of the most of us, especially the public who do not know, no, Red Cross nga kuan sang dugo, bloodletting activities, da amo lang nang ilangan. But it goes beyond that. So there are a lot of programs nga ginaubra ninyo, especially ang matatakit sa utak ko actually is humanitarian response. Because I know you for quite some time right now, and I saw your advocacies in terms of humanitarian response, no? And I think one of those was during sang nagsank ang isa ka boat going to Guimaras. Can you tell me or tell our audience, Iana, about that story? Because I think that's quite interesting, and it really it went viral actually during that time.
Actually, it was back in August 2019. I was already a teacher in Colegio del Sagrado Corazon de Jesus. No? It was a Saturday. Then we were in the chapter, in the Red Cross chapter. We had a sort of a meeting na we did not expect that there will be an emergency call actually. During that time, we received a call nga they said they needed people in the evacuation center where survivors are brought to. They needed people to attend to the survivors. So, as a humanitarian volunteer, of course, the instant answer is yes, we will go there. You will expect us there. So, we went there. Kay teacher na ako in a private Catholic school. May ara kita do bias or stereotype na dayon nga you are good with kids. So nga ako nga mga upod, when I arrived, they gave me the vest and they said nga you will attend to all children.
Okay, so ikaw aside sa tanan nga bata during
aside sa tanan nga bata ikaw ang ma-handle. So ako took up the challenge, man. The first kid that was assigned to me was a little boy.
Like what age?
I think he was around 9 years old. Very, very young. He was wet, no? Tapos ang amoy niya parang gasoline pa. Kaya the boat capsized in the middle of the strait. Then, syempre nag-leak ang gasoline. He was fetched out of the waters, no? Tapos was brought to the evacuation center. Then, that little boy actually had an interesting story, no? Nga, when he survived, he was with his cousins. And his siblings. But not all of them got to survive. No? So, it was my very first time handling psychosocial support to children. Lain ang approach sa bata, lain ang approach sa
But you were trained also to handle such situation.
Yes. That's one of the services of the Red Cross na hindi alam ng ating mga, mga public, no? But we have those kinds of services.
And I think, di ba, though useful gid siya in terms of crisis.
Yes. Katie, of course, our mental health and our responses sa aton nga mga gina-face is quite difficult, especially in terms of when calamities happen, unexpected na mo. So, we were able to help this little boy. And ang pinakabudlay gito is when he received the news that not all of them got to survive. Nga, hours ago, tupad niya pa iyang cousin. Tapos, after, may ipo-ipo ko, no? Tapos, nag-capsize ang barko. He was not able to save his cousin. And wala na, napatay niya cousin. And that news was delivered to him by his aunts and uncles. So you can only imagine how devastating it is to a 9-year-old. Nga hindi ni dapat problema sa 9-year-old nga bata. So it was my first time handling such a situation. And post ko siya sa Facebook nga with the protocols followed, cover ang identity sang bata. And wala ko yan nag-expect nga nag-viral siya. So kay nag-viral siya, a lot of people reached out to me on how I can connect them with the family. Kay pila sila, I think there were 9 of them and not everyone survived. And we were able to help the family as well. So after that, nag-viral siya. Of course, ang ako nga ngalan naglapot nun sa national namon. Buti ako it wasn't my intention to do it. We were fortunate enough to be recognized by the Philippine Red Cross on a national level, but also by the United Nations as one of the women humanitarians in 2019.
That's why you deserve to be featured here.
Alongside with a lot of women humanitarians out there.
Because you are empowered in that way, of course.
Yeah, I think that's my core and gift man siguro.
Oo. And that also proves nga a simple act of kindness can really greatly impact a lot of people, di ba?
Yes.
Though hindi mo man tayo intention to make viral.
Yes.
You just want to share the story of the kid and see what happened, di ba? Nga nabuligan pa ang family nila, di ba? Nabuligan mo ang bata. And it really went a long way. So that's really the essence of simple act of kindness, di ba? So going back, aside from being a member of the Red Cross, a humanitarian organization, Iana here is actually one of the recipients of the Outstanding Students of Iloilo Awards.
Yes.
So that was in year 2018. So can you tell our audience or listeners about your TOSHA journey naman?
Okay. In 2018, fourth year college ako, taking a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science at the University of San Agustin. But hindi tanan TOSHA. I already know TOSHA back when I was in high school. I applied in high school, but I was unfortunately disqualified. I'm not disqualified, but not chosen as one of the prominent leaders in Iloilo back then. So I attempted again during my college years to be one of the.
And I think you were the first, from that university, from San Ag.
I think not the first, but it was a long time na wala kami isang TOSHA winner sa university. So, actually, din-applyan ko gid ang TOSHA just to, I don't know. Gusto ko lang i-make sure nga my story gets out there because I know a lot of children my age, teenagers my age, back then would be inspired of my story.
And you're chosen as one of the top circle, right?
Yes, the only female.
The only female
during
again.
My time. Yes.
See? You're really empowered. You really live up the values of Princess Diana, di ba la? From your name.
Yeah.
From the story of how your name was discovered by your parents. Anyway, so from TOSHA, paano ka naman yung members ng JCI Regatta?
Actually, it was on the same year. After I graduated, I was invited by Press JM to go to Press Shani's house.
Okay.
And ang unang hambal sa akin, salo-salo. Syempre, wala ako work that time. Bago lang graduate. Salo-salo, I need to network also. So, okay, I'll go there. Wala ko kabalo nga. In-OTI kami na yun. Then Press Jello was the one who asked me, are you interested to be one of the members of JCI Regatta? And ako, I already know what JCI is. I happily said yes. And now I'm here. I'm still here, 2018. Pila na ka-years?
11 years.
No, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. 6 years. 6 years. 6 years.
Diba? Mango sa math. 6 years.
6 years. Pero I consider myself as a baby of the organization.
And you are part of the BOD na Sobong, right?
Yes.
As
the individual, director for individual development.
So you're being a TOSHA awardee to a JCI member, now a JCI Regatta BOD. So you really came a long way.
I hope I go further and farther.
And speaking about going further, ano naman yung imo, yung dream project for the JCI Regatta? Ano ang gusto mong advocacy nga gusto i-push here?
I really want to push for women empowerment, Sir Press Raymart. Okay, I also recognize the fact that I come from a standpoint na privileged.
Mm-mm.
Though I was able to go to school, to prestigious schools, but because of my exposure to different communities, I realized that the privilege that I have is not the same or is not enjoyed by all,
by everyone.
no? Especially the women that I encounter in the communities I go to. So I really want to push for women empowerment through different means, no? Through health, giving them access to health, giving them access to education, giving them access to livelihood supports through JCI.
And we can actually do that, no? Kaya we have existing projects.
Yes, we are already doing that.
Oo, di ba?
Yes, through Project She.
Yes. So we empower women through different aspects actually. And speaking about that, ano ang motivation mo, Gid, as a humanitarian person, a humanitarian volunteer, as a volunteer of JCI also? So, ano ang imo motivation in joining this kind of organizations, especially that we are not paid to do the projects that we are doing, no, and helping the community? We spend a lot of time, effort,
money,
finances, resources.
Yes.
So, what motivated you to continue doing what you do?
Because I love the work that we do. As I mentioned, I come from a standpoint of privilege, no. So I want this privilege to be enjoyed by many also, or the people within my community, no. Siguro ang aton nga pag-work voluntarily on projects, on activities is not already foreign sa akon, no, because we've been doing it for quite a long time. The greatest motivation is because I love helping people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's your passion.
That's the common. I think that's the common denominator in all the members of JCI Regatta. We have this passion, compassion for others.
Yes. Actually, we live for others sometimes, no?
Yes.
Because
humanity.
Service to humanity is the best work of life.
That's really, really true. Really, really true.
Actually, that's also one of the reasons why I joined. Because of that statement.
Yeah. Actually, that's the most catchy statement when JCI was introduced to me. Service to humanity is the best work of life. So it's really what captivated my heart. It aligns to the values I practice also.
Yes, as Princess Diana.
Reincarnation
of Princess Diana. So yan, lastly, siguro, no, I would like to ask your message na lang to other women, especially women of your age, no, on how they can empower themselves and how they can empower others as well. Your message to them.
To the women of my community, na congratulations, we have gone so far already in empowering each other. We also like to congratulate and thank all the men,
yes,
who have been our allies in this noble endeavor in empowering women. Tuloy po ang laban natin. No, we have to motivate each other. Tuloy po kasi it's not yet done.
No, there are a lot of things to do.
There are a lot of things to do. And press remark, ang akon gid nga greatest dream that I hope I can see in this lifetime, no, is that there will come a day when we no longer need to celebrate Women's Month or International Women's Day because we are already equal.
Yes. Gender equality.
Yes. Amo na kon nga dream that we will no longer need to celebrate Women's Month. So, tuloy po ang laban natin, no? And we have to empower each other together with our allies. No?
Yes, correct. So, yes, there are a lot of stories. I mean, I got a lot of lessons from your stories, no? From your story, I mean. So, from being a humanitarian volunteer, there are a little act of kindness have gone a long way to being an awardee of Tosha, now being a member of JCI, and now BOD of JCI Regatta. So, you are a superwoman. I mean, a lot of you have done a lot of things, and you continue doing a lot of things, not only for the community but especially for the women. And I also want to commend you, no, for doing such things, because these things actually we need women like you nga gina-push pagid further ang kung anong maubra sang women sa community. Kag nami itong hinambal mo nga your dream is not to celebrate International Women's Month or Women's Day, no, in the future, because that speaks about inclusivity and equality in the community. So kudos to that. And support JC Arigata for whatever endeavors that you will be having in the future.
Well, thank you very much, Franz Raymond. Thank you very much, JCIdeas, for welcoming me. No,
of course.
I thought that JCI has its own mandate or has its own plans, but what the beauty about being a member in JCI is that you are able to bring yourself to the table, or they do not discriminate on who you are and what you can bring on the table. Instead, they welcome what you can bring on the table.
And support.
And support what you can bring on the table.
Because we support everyone's advocacy, especially if its impact to the community is really, kung makita natin nga ang impact niya is really dako bala ang impact niya, wide ang impact niya, not only to one aspect of the community, but to the community as a whole. So that's support sa advocacy.
Yeah, women empowerment is just one of the advocacies of JCIdeas.
We have youth empowerment also through Tosha, di ba?
We have SDGs implementation. So, very beautiful and very vast. Ang hambal ko lang yung JCI is multi-passionate na organization.
I like the term multi-passionate, diba?
Multi-passionate organization.
Kag multi-individuals man tadaan.
Yes. Yes, we have a lot of priorities in life, and we want to push forward a lot of things.
Oo. Kag diba, do inside joke, sa atong GC, ano gani yan? Kung hindi ka mag-back-read, left behind ka gid, because one topic, hindi siya one topic at a time. Multiple topics at a time.
So, maback-read na ako, guys. No, maback-read na ako.
Oo, so awa na siya.
Back-read.
Back-read.
So,
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This ends our episode for today about women empowerment in celebration of International Women's Month. Thank you so much, Iana, for joining us. So there you have it, guys. This ends our episode of Adulting, a podcast about adulting and everything in between. And I would like to thank, by the way, Prometheus for this beautiful setup.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prometheus. And see you on our next episode. Bye!